I remember one time in like sophomore year, this girl really didn't like me because I got with her ex. If you notice that your significant other never trusts you, is always fighting with you, thinking that you're cheating on them, they are cheating on you. I know that from personal experience.
All the magazines, baby, she look like a star, but only on camera.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for coming back. Today we're gonna be doing some big sister advice. I'm 19, I recently graduated high school last year. I thought it would be fun if I gave you guys some advice, just some things that I wish I knew when I was going into high school or throughout high school. We're gonna start with friendships. So my first point is gonna be try and keep the peace. I went to a really small high school, it was all girls. There were certain cliques and everybody's loyalty lied within their cliques. So basically, if you were fighting with one girl, you were fighting with her entire friend group. I remember one time in like sophomore year, this girl really didn't like me because I got with her ex, which bad on my part, but I didn't even really know that they dated and we weren't close. One of her friends had a party. She was going over the list one day with one of my friends in class and my name wasn't on it. And so my friend was like, why isn't Liv on the list? And the girl was like, oh, well, my friend, we'll call her Sally. Sally really doesn't want her to come because she got with her ex. And then it was just a whole drama. I ended up going to the party because I was like, screw that, I'm not gonna sit home because this girl doesn't like me. But it would have been a lot smoother had I not pissed off Sally. Going off of that, girl code. Girl code really only works with people that you expect it from. Like, I wasn't really friends with Sally. I didn't expect her to be mad that I was getting with her ex. And I don't think it was anything personal to me. It was just that she wasn't over him. But like, if you would be mad at your friend for doing something that you felt disrespected you, don't do it to them. Next point, be careful who you talk shit to. People's loyalty will lie within their friends. So if you are talking shit to somebody and they're kind of friends with the person that you're talking shit about, they're obviously gonna tell them. And then you're just gonna make more enemies. So try to keep the shit talking to the people that you trust. In my personal experience with friendships, it's always quality over quantity. I started high school with about 15 girlfriends and ended high school with 2. A lot happens throughout high school. You start out 14 and you finish 18. There's so much growth that happens during that period. And you may start with a lot of friends, and then throughout high school, you realize that your views and your hopes and your dreams and your values just don't align anymore. And that's fine. You don't have to be friends with those people anymore. Just make sure that the people you surround yourself with value your time, respect you, you respect them, you enjoy hanging out with them, and they don't bring you down. Going off of that, you can drift from people without burning bridges. I started high school with so many friends, and I ended up having like huge blowout fights with like 5 of them when I decided I didn't want to be their friend anymore. And I didn't want to be their friend anymore because I felt disrespected by them, and also our values were just changing. They wanted to do things that I wasn't interested in, and instead of distancing myself from them, I ended up causing fights with people I've been friends with for 10 years of my life and then never speaking to them again. It's definitely a difficult situation. Once you feel like you're disrespected by somebody, you don't want to be their friend and you don't care how it ends. But looking back, I definitely would have tried to end friendships in a better way, because there are some people that I stopped being friends with that I really wish I stayed cordial with. You make memories, you are friends with someone for so long. It's kind of sad when you just end on bad terms like that. Friends that constantly put you down are not your friends. If you're friends with somebody that in a crowd of people makes fun of you to be funny or brings you down to bring themselves up, that's not a friend that you want to be friends with. You have to distance yourself from that person, make other friends, and prioritize yourself in these situations. No one should be putting you down for comical value or to make themselves look cooler. Someone who actually cares about you wouldn't do that to you. The next one is a good one. Keep your drama off the internet. For some reason, we feel the need to bring our drama to the internet and sub people. Don't do that. It's so embarrassing looking back, and it's just such like an unnecessary way to keep drama going. Like, instead of maturely talking about why you guys don't like each other, ending on okay terms, when you bring it to the internet, it just causes so much extra drama that doesn't need to happen. I actually have a funny story. When I was in 5th grade, there was this girl that tortured me. We hated each other. We would fight every single day. She posted a picture on Instagram that I was in, cropped me out of it, and posted the picture. And I knew that I was in the picture because I took the picture. So what I did was I put a pumpkin over her face because she was like in the middle. I couldn't crop her out. I put a pumpkin over her face and sent it to her. And I was like, love this picture. And we ended up fighting, and I actually got in trouble for it because she took it to the school. I went to a really small school. They were all up in our business. Looking back, it's so stupid. Keep your drama off the internet, guys. The next thing. You don't have to follow people that you don't like or you don't want to see their posts or it makes you feel bad to see their posts. You can unfollow people, unfriend people. You don't have to be friends with anybody. You don't have to follow anybody that you don't want to. We're going to go into the next topic, which is confidence. These are just some tips that helped me feel more confident and things that I've learned throughout my adolescent years. Don't compare yourself to people you see on the internet. Now, I know this can be hard, but for me, the way that I do this is by assuming that what I'm seeing is fake. There's so many filters, Facetune, editing apps that can make a person look completely different. So you really never know if the person Facetuned their face to make them look completely different, whitened their teeth, made their skin look tanner. Like, you'll never know. So just don't compare yourself. The next thing that I do, something that helps me feel more confident, is not editing my photos. If I post a picture on Instagram where I Facetune something or I edit something to make me look skinnier, to fix like a blemish or something, every time I look at that picture, I know that it's just not authentically me. Honestly, makes me feel worse when I get complimented on it because it's fake. If you edit yourself to make you look unrealistically perfect and you get complimented on it, it's just gonna end up making you feel worse in the end because you don't actually look like that. So don't edit your photos, guys. You have to understand that a bad photo, a bad angle, doesn't mean that you're ugly. Like, do you think that every Instagram model poses in front of a background, takes one picture and posts it? Absolutely not. They take 500 pictures, pick 3 that they like, edit them like crazy, and then post them. So you're not the only person that feels that way. A bad picture doesn't make you ugly. You're still beautiful. Other people's beauty doesn't take away from yours. This is something that was really hard for me to learn because I do have a lot of jealous tendencies. Once you can understand that another person's beauty, another person's success don't take away from yours, you will be much happier. If you have the ability to be happy for somebody, appreciate another person's beauty without saying, wow, I wish I looked like that, or wow, I wish I had that life, or you will just be so much happier. Some things that I do to keep myself confident, I wear jewelry. It's my everyday jewelry that I wear every day. I never take it off. I don't take it off to shower. I don't take it off to sleep. And it just makes me feel more confident because I personally love wearing jewelry and it makes me feel more girly. If that makes you feel prettier or happier, wear jewelry every day. Another thing, I try to make sure that I look presentable every day, even if I'm not leaving the house doing something important. I make sure I get dressed for the day in an outfit that I feel cute in, feel comfortable in, feel confident in. Make sure my hair looks presentable. You don't have to put makeup on, you don't have to do anything crazy. When I wake up in the morning and get ready for the day, it makes me feel more confident, and in turn I have a better day. Now, for the days that I am going out and am doing things, I feel more confident and I have a better day when I make myself look presentable. If I feel good, then I have a better day. Let's move on to boys because I know you guys are going to really care about this one. I know when you start going into high school is when you're going to start talking to boys, or maybe girls if you like girls. I don't have a lot of experience in that, so I can't really give you the best advice on that, but this is what I could say about boys or relationships in general. Number 1 is self-respect. You have to respect yourself enough before you get into a relationship so that you know If that person were to ever disrespect you, ever make you look dumb, ever put you down, you respect yourself enough to remove yourself from that relationship. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but if your friends are really true friends and they're looking out for you and they're telling you that your partner is not a good partner, you should probably listen to them because they can see things that you can't. Sometimes when we get into relationships, it's easy for us to put blinders on to the red flags. I've experienced this. The next topic, once a cheater, always a cheater. There's nothing else to say about that one. If your boyfriend cheats on you and you break up and you get back together because you're like, oh, he's changed, he's not gonna do it, he will definitely do it again. And you getting back with him is going to make it so much worse because he knows now in his head that if he does it again, you will get back with him. Next point, never feel pressured to do something you don't want to do. If somebody is making you do things that you're not comfortable with or do things before you're comfortable doing them, that's not somebody that you want to be involved with, and you should get out of that relationship immediately. Okay, the next is my advice for social media in a relationship. I have been in a relationship where I had my boyfriend's Snapchat login, Instagram login, he had mine, phone passwords, everything like that. Absolutely do not do that. There should be no reason that your significant other has the logins to your social media accounts because first of all, that's just weird. Second of all, they obviously don't trust you. And another thing I've noticed, if you notice that your significant other never trusts you, is always fighting with you, thinking that you're cheating on them, they are cheating on you. I know that from personal experience. Like in freshman year, my boyfriend would always accuse me of cheating on him, was always looking through my phone, was always going through my Snapchats, was always on my Instagram. I wasn't cheating on him. Come to find out, he was cheating on me. So if you think that your partner is weirdly obsessed with you cheating on them, they're probably cheating on you. Another just little tip, you're young, you only live once. Do whatever you want to do whatever you're comfortable with, don't worry about other people, don't screw over your friends when it comes to guys, but have fun, be safe. Okay, next we're gonna move to hygiene. You guys know the obvious ones. You have to brush your teeth every day, twice a day. You have to shower if you sweat or if you smell. Don't wash your hair every day. Don't wash your hair every other day. I wash my hair 1 to 2 times a week. It's really damaging to always shampoo your hair and strip your hair of its natural oils. You'll dry out your hair won't grow as quickly, it'll fall out. Obviously do what's best for your hair, but if you can train your hair to last a week in between washes, that's always the best for your hair. Stay hydrated. I feel like a lot of people our age and younger than me don't drink enough water. You should be drinking half of your body weight in ounces. Say you weigh 100 pounds, you should be drinking 50 ounces of water a day. If you drink enough water, your skin will clear up. You'll probably lose weight because we lose fat through sweating and peeing. And water is just good for you. And you have to drink water. Don't drink tea, don't drink coffee. It has to be water. And then just some self-care tips before I end the video. It's okay to take mental health days. I know sometimes it can be hard to give yourself a break, but mental health is very important. You can't burn yourself out. If you need a mental health day, make sure that you're taking it. Lastly, you guys are really young. High school is gonna be such a fun time. You make so many memories, you meet so many people. You're gonna do so many things that you wouldn't even think of doing or predict that you could do. Like high school is just so much fun. You're gonna love it. This is just a little tip. I keep a journal. Anytime anything crazy happens, I write it down. If I feel inclined, I'll do a journal entry, and I really love to look back and see how much I've grown. I've kept a diary since I was 9, 8, and I literally have written down memories from my childhood in this diary because I've kept it for so long. Alright guys, that's all the tips I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you liked this, and maybe I'll do something similar. I love you guys. Bye! Mwah.
Yeah, you used to be my baby. Remember when you used to wear my